clocks, untie the knots that got me to this place. My sins turn me from who I was to someone I can't face. If I could take back the moment you were pulled away, turn back the clocks, untie the knots, and rid me of this grade. Reflection I see, a broken version of myself that's kept alive by the greed. You brought me to the place where I don't think my heart would receive. So you love me for me, and unlucky scars. And it's not like I could just give up, roll over, call it a day. So I keep living in the past, can't die anyway. And he sacrificed to see you again. But how long can I really pretend? Turn back the clocks, untie the knots that got me to this place. My sins turn me from who I was to someone I can't face. If I could take back the moment you were pulled away, turn back the clocks, untie the knots, and rid me of this grave. Reflection I see, a broken version of myself that's kept alive by the greed. To run me to the place where I don't think my heart would receive. See you loving for me, and I just wanna believe that I can find a solution to bring you back in my arms. But any answer that's out there is absent, unlike your scars. And it's not like I could just give up, roll over, call it a day. So I keep living in the past, can't die anyway. And he sacrificed to see you again. But how long can I really pretend? Turn back the clocks, untie the knots that got me to this place. My sins turn me from who I was to someone I can't face. If I could take back the moment you were pulled away, turn back the clocks, untie the knots, and rid me of this grave.
Big thing is, again, we're doing this to support Chris Clem, who was on our stream last week. He was on our podcast. So again, we don't really have anything crazy planned for tonight. It's going to be pretty quick because I really want everybody, you guys are on YouTube, here from Facebook, here on LinkedIn. If you're here on our TikTok stream, in all of our streams, there's bios. In the bio, there is links to the WhatNot stream. It starts at 7 o'clock. It's gonna be a blast. So I encourage everyone watching, make sure that you guys, again, if you're on Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, Twitch, Instagram, you'll see in this corner up here, there's a QR code. You can actually watch the live WhatNot streams going on right now. They're getting ready for everything. It's going to be a freaking incredible time. I'm actually going to remove that share screen real quick from this. Second. How's everybody doing tonight? I know I'm having a really good night tonight. So how's everybody else doing? And again, this is definitely not your typical stream. This is something that's definitely a lot different, a lot of fun, and we're gonna watch Chris again. If you weren't here last week, then you missed Chris's podcast. So we had Chris Clements, not actual in any relationship to me and my family, but we had him on the live stream, on the podcast last week, and it was such a fun time. We got to hear a lot about how he created, or why he created what he's created, when it comes down to ClemHouse art. And you're gonna again get to see tonight on his WhatNot stream everything that he's created. So it's truly incredible. He's got a new release. It's called Loving Chaos. We got to preview some of it last week during the podcast. He was gracious enough and actually gifted us some. So huge shout out to Chris. And we wanted to just, again, kind of do a fun pre-show for him. After this is done, I'm going to encourage everybody from our streams to go raid his streams. And yeah, we'll just make it a fun time. And don't be afraid to purchase something. Honestly, you're going to get some one-of-a-kind items. The Encased series, which he'll be unveiling the Encased series. It is one of the coolest things I've ever seen. So even if you're not an art collector, if you collect trading cards, Pokemon, any of that kind of stuff, I encourage you to buy a piece of his work. He's worked really hard on it. And again, the encased series is like getting a graded trading card. So definitely, again, go check him out as soon as he goes live. I'm super pumped for it. So let's see here. Let's switch. And again, you'll notice that I'm not actually in the podcast studio. I'm on my back porch. I do also have to shout out Alex from Divide Music. If you guys listen to or have watched any of our streams, all of our old previous intro song, that was a song called Victory. It was by Divide Music. We just got a bunch of Divide Music merch in. Actually, we got it in before the last podcast, but I didn't get a chance to open it. I was running a little bit behind. So huge shout out to Alex at Divide Music. The music that we've got on this one, what our loading screen was here, again, that's another Divide Music song. So check him out on YouTube, any of the streaming platforms. You can check him out and find all of his music. But he puts out some really, really cool stuff. Awesome. Anybody? Let's see. We've got quite a few people on YouTube is representing tonight. Anybody have any questions? Anybody want to talk about anything? Again, I know Chris is going to be going live here shortly. TJ, welcome in. We're just getting ready. We're pre-partying for an awesome art release that's happening on WhatNot tonight. A really good friend of mine was on our podcast last week. He's dropping his Love in Chaos prints and an encased edition, which is, like I said, it's such a cool idea. He's taking art and bringing it to different levels of collectors, and I just think that's super cool. So again, super pumped for Chris to get this released. We bought a bunch of stuff from his last print series that he did. It was a really, really cool print series, but yeah, we're definitely huge fans. I actually got connected with Chris through Gary V. And I mean, when you start meeting people from Gary V, I mean, Gary is such an incredible guy. And I mean, he's a class act, and everyone around him is just a class act. So I hit it off really well with Chris. Chris has been a big time follower of our podcast. We finally were able to get it where he was able to come on to the podcast and tell us a little bit about Love and Chaos and how he started that, what got him pushed into that, and it was pursuing a passion without permission. I mean, he didn't really have permission. He didn't have the encouragement from his family to pursue what he pursued, and but again, he's had some incredible opportunities. He's done some incredible things with it, and tonight again, everybody's going to be able to see that in real time, live on his WhatNot stream. So again, if you guys are not on WhatNot already, go over, get signed up, get on WhatNot, and then go to ClemHouse Art, or it might just be ClemHouse. But ClemHouse Art, Love and Chaos. If you're on our YouTube channel, all you have to do is scan the QR code. If you're on TikTok, in the description for this live event is the link to his event. So definitely go give it a check out. You're not going to be disappointed. And I'll tell you, I'm gonna get off here as soon as he gets started, and I'm gonna support him big time on his WhatNot stream. So let's see. He's got some viewers starting to build up in his WhatNot, so that's awesome to see. Yeah, this is cool for him. Anybody have questions, comments, concerns? Hopefully the media is the media source. Can you guys hear that on the stream? Let me check something. Make sure that the thing in the background's not overly loud. Because if it is, I apologize. Let's see. Nope. Cool. But yeah, so again, we're just kind of hanging out, and I'm gonna throw. I think I'll probably throw back up the loading music. Let you guys listen to that for a second. I'm gonna reach out to Chris, and then yeah, we're just kind of hanging out for the next 18 minutes. If someone's got questions, then hit me up. If no one has any questions, then that's cool too. And we'll just hang out. And again, if you don't already have WhatNot, get on WhatNot.
Reflection I see, a broken version of myself that's kept alive by the greed. You brought me to the place where I don't think my heart would receive. See you loving for me, and I just wanna believe that I can find a solution to bring you back in my arms. But any answer that's out there is absent, unlike these scars. It's not like I could just give up, roll over, call it a day. So I keep living in the past, can't I anyway? Any sacrifice to see you again. But how long can I really pretend? Turn back the clocks, untie the knots that got me to this place. My sins turn me from who I was to someone I can't face. If I could take back the moment you were pulled away. Turn back the clocks, untie the knots and rid me of this grave. Reflection I see, a broken version of myself that's kept alive by the greed. You brought me to the place where I don't think my heart would receive. See you loving for me, and I just wanna believe that I can find a solution to bring you back in my arms. But any answer that's out there is absent, unlike these scars. It's not like I could just give up, roll over, call it a day. So I keep living in the past, can't I anyway? Any sacrifice to see you again. But how long can I really pretend? Turn back the clocks, untie the knots that got me to this place. My sins turn me from who I was to someone I can't face. If I could take back the moment you were pulled away. Turn back the clocks, untie the knots and rid me of this grave. Reflection I see, a broken version of myself that's kept alive by the greed. You brought me to the place where I don't think my heart would receive. See you loving for me, and I just wanna believe that I can find a solution to bring you back in my arms. But any answer that's out there is absent, unlike these scars. It's not like I could just give up, roll over, call it a day. So I keep living in the past, can't I anyway? Any sacrifice to see you again. But how long can I really pretend? Turn back the clocks, untie the knots that got me to this place. My sins turn me from who I was to someone I can't face. If I could take back the moment you were pulled away. Turn back the clocks, untie the knots and rid me of this grave.
If anybody has thoughts, more than happy to answer questions. And again, if you missed last week's podcast episode with Chris, it was such a fun episode. He talked a lot about how he got started into art, what pushed him there. A big thing with what he did is it was pursuing a passion without permission. He didn't have permission to really chase what he was chasing. His family didn't necessarily support what he was doing, but he still did it anyways, and he crushed it. I mean, he's done such an incredible job. He's had a lot of really awesome opportunities, and yeah, I'm just so excited for him to release this new print uh, series. I think it's going to be so cool. And the other big thing that I think is just really incredible is he's released this encased edition, and these encased editions are basically like graded kind of trading cards of Pokemon cards, but it's fine art. Like it's really, really, really cool. He actually let us see one last week during our podcast with him, um, and gifted us one, which was super awesome. We've been a big fan of Chris's for a long time. He's been a huge fan of our podcast. And again, if you guys are if you guys are currently watching on LinkedIn, on YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, Instagram. Up in this corner of the screen, you'll actually see a QR code. You can scan that QR code. That'll take you straight to his WhatNot stream. If you guys are on TikTok, in the description of this event in TikTok is the link there. Definitely go check it out. Again, at 7 o'clock Central Time, 8 o'clock Eastern Time. He's going to be going live, and I'm going to be heading over there and supporting him as much as we can. So definitely super excited to see what he's doing. And again, if you missed the podcast, you can find it on YouTube, Unplugged Unfiltered podcast, or you can go to unpluggedunfiltered.com. All of our podcasts are up there. All of our information for all of our channels are up there too. So super fun, and it's just such a fun time to be able to support entrepreneurs and business owners. That's something that we're super passionate about here at Unplugged Unfiltered. That's the whole point of why we built what we built with it. But yeah, just it's exciting to see him flourish and continue to grow in what he's doing. Again, we've always had his art ever since I met him. We've always had his art sitting in our podcast studio, and so again, I'm super excited to watch him launch the thing and watch it just soar. I think it's going to be a massive WhatNot live. Probably not as big as Mr. Beast, but I don't think Chris is giving away like $1 million worth of stuff. I think it's pretty easy to get a lot of views when you tell people you're going to give them like $1 million. So, and it's Mr. Beast. Who doesn't want to watch him do something live? So. Mary, thank you so much for the likes. I appreciate it. Dave, welcome in. Again, we're just hanging out. Nothing crazy going on. I'm sitting by the fire, drinking some adult agave nectar. That's delicious. Yeah, we're just hanging out for right now. I miss you too, Mary. I hope you're doing well. It's been a long time since we've chat. We need to find a time to connect, and I'd love to hear how you're doing, how your family's doing. Definitely need to find a time to connect. Do you still go live, Mary? Do you do a lot of lives on TikTok? Do you do any lives on TikTok? I'll be honest, I don't get on TikTok like ever anymore, but I bet it has been a journey. Yeah. But no, we'll definitely need to find a time to connect, and would love to hear how you guys are doing. Okay, we're down to the last 10 minutes before Chris goes live. So again, if you guys are on any of our channels right now, make sure that you are signed up on WhatNot. Go in. It's gonna be like live unveilings of the items. You can buy whatever you want. So it's gonna be a fun time. It's gonna be super exciting for everybody there. And I know that Chris is just ecstatic. So again, go sign up for WhatNot if you're not already on WhatNot. Definitely go on there, get signed up, and then go bookmark Chris, or I think it's ClemHouse. ClemHouse art on WhatNot is his, but make sure that you bookmark it, get it saved, and then in like 9 minutes we're gonna definitely switch over from me doing it, because I don't want to take anybody away from what he's doing. So we've gone live a couple of times, but not a lot. Yeah, I I honestly I really just I haven't first off, I haven't had the time. Trying to continue to build my software business has taken up all of my time for the most part. The time that I do have free, I like to, of course, try to spend all of that time with the family and with the kiddos. Um, or doing the podcast. But for the most part, I'm definitely just working. I would say we have a slowdown right now, but I'd say it's easily doing 14 to 16-hour days. But we have a little bit of a break. It's not a good break, but it definitely is a little bit of a break on time constraints when it comes to working. So that is the silver lining from development issues that we've run into. But yeah, no, we're like I said, I just don't have as much free time as I wish I had. And even then, I would say I probably still wouldn't do a whole lot of TikToking, um, or really much of any type of streaming, just because I'd rather be spending it with my kiddos or my beautiful fiance or you know someone like that. Not that I don't love everybody on my TikTok, but I love my kiddos more. Awesome. Well, we're getting close. Getting close. Everybody who's joined in on YouTube, YouTube has been very, very active tonight. Same with Twitch. Make sure you guys go in, get signed up, get your notifications on. You can see in the top corner that is the WhatNot stream. So if you're looking for it, just look for that Love and Chaos right there. That is by ClemHouse art on WhatNot. Go check him out, and then come and join me while we're there. I mean, I think it's going to be such a fun time to be to actually watch him unveil and do a real release of this Love and Chaos again. We got to see it last week live on our podcast, which was really really awesome. But yeah, it's going to be a heck of a show. It's going to be fun. Um, he knows a lot of big name people, so there's chances that there'll have be some big names that'll show up there. And yeah, just again encourage you guys to go in and support this local artist. It's not expensive. You can get a piece of like really high quality, really cool art that's like a one of one. You can get a one of one. It's the only one of it, and you have a chance to pull it for like $20. Right? It's all you buy what you buy, and I think like the craziest or the most um, not limited edition is one of 25. So like you're not like chasing something that's like one of 100,000. You still have a chance. I mean, your worst option is like one of 25. So definitely go check them out. Like I said, I'm going to be switching over here in a second. I keep actually flipping back and forth and going to his WhatNot page to see if he's gone live yet. I doubt he'll go live until like right at the time. He's also doing some really cool giveaways. So definitely, again, even if you don't go to buy something and you want to just check it out and see what it's all about, you can follow him. They have giveaways that he's doing. You can get some of his really, really cool hand drawn art. It's like he does some incredible stuff. So go give him a shout out, give him a check him out, and let me know what you guys think. So we got about 4 minutes left, so I'm gonna run back to the loading screen for a few minutes, or for a minute, and then creations today. How are you? Um, but yeah, well, I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna pop up the loading screen real quick. I'm gonna go back and check on his WhatNot stream, make sure I'm not missing anything on his WhatNot stream. But again, if you guys are here on link or on TikTok, the link to the WhatNot stream is in the description of this live. If you guys are here on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitch, I think that's all of them. In the top corner up here somewhere, this way, is a QR code. Scan that QR code; it'll take you directly to the WhatNot stream. So anyways, I'm gonna throw this sound bite back up for a minute. While it's up, I am going to go check on a couple things for his WhatNot stream, and I'll be right back.
clocks, untie the knots that got me to this place. My sins turn me from who I was to someone I can't face. If I could take back the moment you were pulled away, turn back the clocks, untie the knots and rid me of this grade. Reflection I see, a broken version of myself that's kept alive by the greed. To brought me to the place where I don't think my heart would deceive. See you loving for me, and I just wanna believe that I can find a solution to bring you back in my arms. But any answer that's out there is absent, unlike these scars. And it's not like I could just give up, roll over, call it a day. So I keep living in the past, can't I anyway? Any sacrifice to see you again. But how long can I really pretend? Turn back the clocks, untie the knots that got me to this place. My sins turn me from who I was to someone I can't face. If I could take back the moment you were pulled away, turn back the clocks, untie the knots and rid me of this grade. Reflection I see, a broken version of myself that's kept alive by the greed. To brought me to the place where I don't think my heart would deceive. See you loving for me, and I just wanna believe that I can find a solution to bring you back in my arms. But any answer that's out there is absent, unlike these scars. And it's not like I could just give up, roll over, call it a day. So I keep living in the past, can't I anyway? Any sacrifice to see you again. But how long can I really pretend? Turn back the clocks, untie the knots that got me to this place. My sins turn me from who I was to someone I can't face. If I could take back the moment you were pulled away, turn back the clocks, untie the knots and rid me of this grade.
For Chris. So I'm heading over to Chris's WhatNot stream currently, and you guys got to definitely check it out. So I hate to run, but again, I'm gonna go check out Chris's live. So go check it out with me. Come join me in there. We'll see you guys soon.